Alright guys, we are literally one day away from Neverness to Everness releasing. I am so excited for this game. Cannot wait to check this out with you guys. But in today's video, we're going to go over some of the characters that I personally think that not only me, but a lot of you guys should look out for when the game releases. So let's hop right into it. And I know there's going to be, there's going to be some people like casual players who don't really care about meta. They just want to have fun and play the game, which is totally fine. Like, if you're that type of person, do you, man. But if you're a meta slave like me, then this video is for you. So first things first, let's go ahead and talk about the units that we're gonna get for free, because I feel like that's way more important. We're gonna get these characters for free, so it's better for us to talk about them. So Chiz, okay, Chiz is going to be our 5-star character, free 5-star unit. Not only is she a free 5-star character, we are also going to get max dupes on this character 100% for free. So you guys might be wondering, well, if we're going to get this character like a 5-star unit max dupe, she has to be good, right? Well, the answer is yes. Now, I'm not going to look at this tier list and just say, oh, because Prywin put her in T0, then this unit is, busted overall. No. The way I use Prywin is I use Prywin as a way to see if a unit is valuable or not, right? When we look at Chiz's placement, it says A3 plus, she's T0. And then at 0 dupes, she's at T0.5. So the fact that she is pretty good with 0 dupes, that's a good sign. That's a good sign that this unit is going to be absolutely busted, especially when we max her out. So this is definitely a character that you guys want to look out for, a character that you guys want to build. And if you guys are wondering, well, can Chiz work in multiple team comps? Because that's what's important, right? If the character is broken, that's dope. If she can deal a lot of damage, cool. But can she work in a lot of team comps? Now we take a look at the pros and cons here. Now, the pros, really dope. Strong, free main DPS unit, including full copies being obtainable without spending. High damage ceiling when grain is managed properly. She can stay active while swapping characters during her multicast redirect skill sequence. Deals a lot of damage. The pros look really good. Now when it comes to the cons, she's a selfish DPS unit. That reminds me of characters like, how can I say this? Characters like Zhao, for example. If you guys ever play Genshin Impact, you guys know those type of selfish DPS units that stay on field most of the time, and whenever you're playing with that unit, you can't switch off of them. You have to stay on them and use them the whole time until their skill runs out or their ultimate runs out. That's what Chiz low-key reminds me of. I haven't seen her gameplay yet, but the fact that I see selfish DPS, I get the feeling that this character is going to be that type of on-field 24/7 DPS type unit. And it also says mechanically complex. Okay, this pretty much means, hey man, you're gonna have to learn how to use this character, bro. She's not gonna be like, just a tap skill, tap ult, and then switch off. You're gonna have to do more than that. So I'm looking forward to that. Can't wait to play around with Chiz. I'm excited that this unit is for free, but you guys should definitely look out for this unit because we're gonna get her max dupes, and she's literally like a top tier unit. So it's like obvious, like it's just common sense for everybody to invest in this unit and build her. Now the next free character we're gonna get is Aurelia or Aurelia. I don't know, man, but with the 3-day login reward, we are gonna get Aurelia for free, and she is a 4-star unit. Right now, here's the thing: they put her in T1 and she has A6. Right off the bat, I'm like, okay, the fact that she's at max dupes and she's at T1, that is definitely not a good sign. I looked at her kit and I'm like, I don't know, man. It seems like she has a lot of cons, and her pros, I mean, it says high mobility playstyle built around critical repository, whatever that is. As an A rank, you can get all of her awakenings, getting better crits, longer cadenza uptime, and stronger ultimate damage. Like, the pros, it's like cool and all, but like I don't think investing in a character like this is worth it, because if she's not providing, like if she's not bringing much to the table, it's just a waste to like build a character like Aurelia. It really is. Now of course we're all going to be in an early game, So it won't really matter because, you know, every single character here is broken in the early game. That's just a fact, right? Like literally in the early game and gotcha games, every single unit is busted. But long term, Aurelia, she's just I don't think building this character long term is a wise decision. So yeah, unfortunately, Aurelia, I don't think I'm gonna focus on this unit because it's just not worth it at all. It's just not at all. Plus, she's a main DPS unit. You guys can see she's in the damage dealing category, so that's already you know, a huge disadvantage for Aurelia. And last but not least, we have the 5-star standard selector banner. So once you reach 50 pulls, you'll be able to select a 5-star unit out of all of these. You'll be able to select one out of the 6. So let's talk about it. Now, I looked at Sakuri's kit. Sakuri, she can pretty much buff damage over time. She can reduce the enemy's defense by like, I think 20%, I think. Probably let me check to see just in case. Let me double check. Yeah, so she can reduce the enemy's defense by 10% for 20 seconds. And she can also increase your allies' attack based off of her base attack. So she's similar to Hanyo, except she can do two new things that Hanyo can't do, which is buff damage over time and reduce enemy defense. So Sakuri wouldn't be a bad pick, but the thing is, it's like, if we already have a character like Hanyo, who is pretty much like the best 4-star support unit in the game, well, there's no reason for me to go for another support unit. Like, there's no reason for me to do that. I would rather take this banner as an opportunity to snipe a DPS unit or a hybrid unit. I feel like that's like the best choice here because Hanyo can already get the job done. And when we take a look at the best team comps for Nanalie, because Nanalie is going to be the limited 5-star character, the best team comp for her is G1, main character, Sakuri, and of course you got Nanalie. Now, when it comes to G1, I think G1 is going to be a great pick because G1, she pretty much works really well with you know, when anima characters, especially this passive over here. It says triggers an additional settlement on targets already bound, causing them to take an extra 15% anima damage. So the fact that she has that in her kit, that's going to work really well with Nanalie. And what's even more amazing about G1 is the fact that not only is she going to work well with Nanalie, she's also going to work well with Chiz. As you guys can see, she is in a Chiz hyper team. So you're pretty much taking 2 birds down with 1 stone. So when I look at all these units, I think G1 is the best pick here, me personally. I think G1 is the best pick. Daffodil, yes, she works in a lot of team comps. She is a universal unit. But the thing is, though, if you're not putting her in a break team, she loses a lot of value. She revolves around the break mechanic, so you really have to look out for that. And you know, for some of these teams that she's in, it requires her to have like 2 dupes. It says like A2 plus. So, you know, Daffodil seems great. Like the only team where you don't need 2 dupes is the Bising team. But the thing is, what sucks about the Bising team is that you have all these 5-star standard units. You got Bising, you got Sakuri, you got G1. It's like, bro, it's not going to be that easy to build the Bising team, bro, because if I select Bising, I have 3 characters that I'm missing out on. Like, I can't run the Bising team at all. So it would be better for me to get a character like G1, who can not only work well with Nanalie, but she can also work well with Chiz. Plus, she can also work well in other teams like, let's say, Aurelia. If you want to build Aurelia, she works well with Aurelia. She works well with Mint. She works in so many team comps, bro. So I find that a lot more valuable, and that's going to give me the opportunity to pretty much build a lot of team comps. So my choice for this is going to be G1. Now, I know I was geeking out over Daffodil because Daffodil, she's so sick. Like, her gameplay is dope, but I'm the type of person where, like, if that character requires a ton of investment, and if I have to do a lot of things in order for that character to like do like the smallest thing for me, it's like I don't know if I'm gonna be satisfied with that. Maybe my opinion might change when the game launches, when I play with her, who knows? But as up to right now, I'm leaning more on Yuan because she works with so many characters. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna go for the standard selector. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Who are you gonna select in a 5-star selector banner, and which one you think is the most valuable one? Let me know. But that's all I have for you guys in today's video. The top most important characters that you guys should look out for, of course, Haniel, G1, Chiz, Sakiri, we got Daffodil, and of course we got Bising. But of course, when it comes to Bising, you gotta be very lucky to build the Bising team. But other than that, yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to play this game with you guys. We're gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna go crazy when NTE launches. But hope you guys have a good one, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Adios.